Back when you were a kid, you probably had a bunch of games you used to borrow off your friends all the time. For me, it was this one, Batman Return of the Joker for the Game Boy. Although that was mainly because 3 of my friends had this game for some reason, and usually when they wanted to borrow something off of me, I wasn't super interested in anything else they had. Which at least works out, because this is a fun game, but it's really difficult. This is one of the ones that, when you beat it, kids, like your other friends were impressed because it was really challenging. Nowadays, going back to it, I still see it as somewhat challenging, but for the wrong reasons. The whole of the game is fine until the final boss, which... It's Sunsoft, so I'm not surprised. Let's do it. First, every time I see this face, it stands out so much. I know this is just like default Joker marketing, but it's just such a stupid scene, especially for stage select. All right, 3 stages to choose from on stage select. Honestly, I always found it better to go in order, because stage 1 and 2 have health extensions, and stage 3 is just a short, easy stage. So, you can do 3 if you want, but might as well let's just go in order. But of course, the first stage is a sewer, so, you know, another sewer and another game. But at least we're Batman. Batman's got a nice chunky sprite. He looks actually pretty good for the Game Boy, especially for 1992. He is a little slippery, though. He will keep moving after you've let go of the D-pad. By a fair amount, honestly. Let go. Let go. He's got some heft to him. He's got punch abilities, although he is very, very slow to turn around when you're punching. It is unfortunate if you need to turn around. But he also has a grappling hook. Pressing up on the D-pad will shoot a grappling hook that can actually hook into any ceiling you want, or into some sides. Only downside is, if you smack into anything, you immediately let go of the grappling hook, which I just assume means that Batman is slamming his face into a wall, which is kind of a great visual, actually. Batman can also wall jump because this is Batman and this is also Sunsoft, and they made the NES Batman. And thankfully, it's not as hard as NES Batman is, except for the final boss, because of course it is. But we'll get to that when we get there. This game is not that long, you know, Game Boy game. Especially early Game Boy game. This is a 4-stage game. And the stages themselves aren't that long. I think the speed run for this game is like under 5 minutes. And we gotta wait up here now, because we've got some... I don't know if this will be like icky sewer water, or if this was electrocuted, which with the flashing there. But generally touching it hurts a lot, so let's not do that. It also tends to eat your inputs if you do, so let's just completely avoid it if we can. We can get around most stages by just doing this, and honestly, it is the recommended way of getting around. Just don't go too fast. Otherwise, you end up in the water, the very, very flash-intensive water. Now, here's the thing. We could move on and leave this room now, but we're actually on purpose waiting for the water to drain. If we leave this room before the water is fully drained, the next room's water will keep going up and down. And you don't want that, because this one's not as easy to dodge damage in the water versus the other one. So let's just quickly run through here. We don't have any batarangs. I like the batarangs in this game, but they're also really fucking useless. There's no other way to put it. Each icon is worth 10 batarangs. Oh boy. Each icon's worth 10 batarangs to throw, and they work great on most mooks. But they're really not useful on the bosses. Half the bosses are immune to them. So really, they just kind of get in the way because they change your attack range more than anything else. There we go, let's destroy you, and let's just move on. I don't know why, like, the look of these guys here, what does it look like their job is other than trying to attack Batman? To me, they kind of look like baseball players. I guess they're supposed to be like, they could be warehouse workers, they could be wearing hazmat suits. But I just see them as like just members of a baseball team, which kind of makes sense when we get to stage 3, considering the boss of that stage, but I just find it really funny we're in the sewers and we just have a bunch of like baseball players attacking us. Like, who else is gonna stop Batman, I guess? Now, the fun part about the grappling hook, and maybe, I don't know if this is intentional or not, you can basically just skip most of the stage. Like, there's death pits below us, there's elevators we're supposed to take, like moving platforms, or we can just ignore it all. Like, look how deep the stage was when we fell down here. There's like actual content down here, or we can just ignore it all. Although, right now, we're gonna try to get back up here. This is where the clunkiness of the game gets in the way a little bit, because up at the top is actually a health extension, and we are desperately going to need that. Get our grappling hook going, there we go. Slow, but we're making it. You start with 5 health pips, and by the end of the game, you can get to 8. And considering how the final boss is, the Joker fight, you're really gonna want that. I'm not worried about batarangs here. Let's just move on and get to the first boss. Dark Claw. Dark Claw is a dude with a giant claw. That's pretty much it. He's immune to batarangs. Like I said, most bosses ignore them and they kinda suck, so get rid of them when you can. But Dark Claw also has a pretty easy weak spot to take advantage of. It's the fact that when he jumps, he's very wide open. So just jump towards him, lure him into a corner, and then just pummel him like crazy. Bosses do not have invulnerability frames, or if they do, they're extremely short, so you can actually get multiple hits on them. If you look and see multiple, like, attack sparks there, like that means we got a ton of hits in. He's already down. First stage clear. Now, I keep forgetting about this stupid face. I feel like I'd be doing a bit of a disservice if I didn't talk about the soundtrack for this game. I really, really dig the soundtrack for this game. It's really strong. And that's because it was done by Manami Matsume, who some of you may know for some amazing soundtracks in the past, namely Mega Man 1. She actually is the creator of the infamous Stage Select jingle. Also, she worked a little bit on Mega Man 2, which is probably why this song sounds so familiar, because it's really reminiscent of the Stage Select theme from Mega Man 2. It's pretty close, but it still sounds really good, so it's cool this game has that kind of pedigree to it. Unfortunately, this stage, the Machine Shop, probably has the worst song in the game. And that's because it's just trying to be chaotic. It's trying to be, you know, industrial, which is what the stage is. Except this stage has ninjas. You know, the famous ninja industry. I think this was before like the whole like ninja background story for Batman became very mainstream, so I'm a little surprised they put it in this game. Some people were speculating this actually might have been a reskin of a different game, or it was a different game under development, and then it became a Batman game after like the NES Batman was popular, and Return of the Joker came out for the NES. But I don't know for sure. Okay, we've got a couple options of ways to go here, but we're gonna go down first, because once this guy gets out of the way, he's really not gonna get out of the way, huh? All right. What's he doing? That's weird. Okay, so this is a problem, because you can see that health up down there. Come on, come on. Okay, there we go, perfect. This health up is surrounded by exploding blocks. They can eat your input if you're not careful, or if you press up and accidentally use your grappling hook, guess what you're not gonna be doing? That's right, jumping. So, we got a little lucky on that. I honestly expected to get a game over there. And I'm gonna pop over here, because there's a hidden wall full of 30 batarangs. Unfortunately, every enemy in this stage, except for one, is immune to batarangs, so I don't fucking know why they're there. Here, we have 40 batarangs now. The ninjas block the batarangs, so they're super useless. And those are just the regular enemies we're gonna be fighting all the time on this stage. It's really stupid. Honestly, it's really stupid. More batarang, like you can get like 80 batarangs by the time you get to this next screen. Which is dumb, because the only character in this stage that's actually like weak to batarangs is this guy. I mean, then again, it's good to be taking on the tank guy with batarangs, because you can just stand here, you'll never get hit. Because for some reason, he doesn't fire the tank you're on. Like, he's literally driving it. But you can just sit here and just throw batarangs at him until he dies. Unfortunately, like I said, can't damage anyone else in the stage, because everyone's a ninja. So just do whatever you want with the rest of the batarangs. That's the dumb thing about this game, is how useless they are. I think out of the 4 bosses in the game, 2 can be damaged by batarangs, but only one of them can be hit by them normally, and that will make sense when we get to Joker. But let's just hop over here. No, let's get hit. Oh, hi. Thanks for the health. See, I like how it looks like that they're weak to batarang because I just damaged them, but no, it's because I'm punching them. Like, look, there's another 20 batarangs. I can't use these. Why are you giving these to me? All right, well, bye. This part sucks because the difference between easy and normal and hard in this stage is how fast these blocks disappear when you step on them, which means they can eat your inputs for your jumps. On hard mode, they disappear instantaneously. You have to press jump the frame you land on them, or you are falling to your doom. It's awful. And probably as a kid, that was the thing that took me the longest for beating the game on hard mode next to the final boss. Top up our health, and let's go fight boss number 2. Shogun Warrior. My favorite Batman villain. Again, immune to batarangs. So just, punch. Get him in the corner as best you can, and he will bounce off the wall if you can set him up right. Do a shadow clone to try to do more damage and throw off where you're hitting him, but actually, weirdly enough, this makes him easier to hit. I don't know why, but another boss down. That's 2 stages clear. Let's get Joker's laugh in, and, you know, we don't have any choice. Let's go to stage 3. The train. The train is full of football players. Or ogres, whatever you want to call them. They're linebackers, basically. They tackle charge you. That's what they do. But you don't have to fight them. Just let them tackle you or jump over them and then walk away. They're like the only enemy in the game you never have to fight, and it's actually way easier to avoid. Because they take about, yeah, let's fight one properly. I think it's the next cart he's on. 1, 2, 3, and he left before we could kill him. So we took 3 hits on him, and he was still alive. It's just way easier because they don't come back. They just charge to the left and just keep going. This room, on the other hand, a little trickier because they will actually learn to turn around because they know they have no other way to go. So just run past them. Batarangs, weirdly enough, do work on these guys. You'd think these would be the enemies they don't work on. No, they actually do a pretty good job. Problem is, they take so many hits. That was 5 batarangs, and they're still alive. Oh, but now we got, uh-oh, slow down. That's gonna eat inputs. Uh-oh, we've got a problem. We've got too many football men. Oh, God. Uh-oh, and I'm out of batarangs. Okay, we need that health right now. We can sit up. I think it's here. Yeah, if we sit here, they will try to jump up, but they cannot reach us. So let's just punch them as they jump up. We're not gonna be able to get those small hearts. I think they're gonna disappear before we can get to them. But, there we go. We've saved the frames. And we've also saved the Batman, but we don't have full health going into the final boss of the stage, but that's not a problem. Now, we found a train full of linebackers, so what do you think the boss is at this stage? Probably something football related, right? Nope. Foul ball. A man with a bat. Batman versus a man with a bat. He does a slide. He does a baseball slide. He'll spin around with his baseball bat, and if you leave him alone long enough, he will literally shoot infinite baseballs at you. I don't know why in a stage full of football players they picked a baseball player, but this makes the enemies in stage 1 make a little bit more sense. Also, as you can see, this guy's really easy. Just jump, and he will run into your punches, essentially. I'm leaving. I'm riding this train to victory, baby. Let's go. Our 3 stage select stages are down, which only leaves us with the final stage. Stage 4, Limestone Caverns. My favorite location to find the Joker. This stage is deceptively difficult. Quite literally. Things will just disappear around you. Those soldiers do 2 damage per shot. It's really mean. And there's a lot of exploding spaces, which kind of make getting certain power-ups difficult. If there are batarangs up there, we can't reach those anymore. Actually, hang on. I don't even think this is gonna help me here. Nope. Nope, those are gone now. We had 1 chance to get them. Then there's like little things like this. If I can get close enough. Let him get his shots off. Now we can ride this elevator up. You can ride this one up as well. You can take either path, but I've always found the middle one the easiest because you get a rock with some health. There's no enemy on this path. Ooh, but you have to be careful of that. Now, it doesn't mean I miss out on more batarangs, but again, I don't find them that helpful. Well, this sucks. So he's stuck unless we look this way. Then he walks away, and if we do that, it actually is more helpful because there's 2 elevators we can ride on. The upper one you can only reach by jumping off of one of these rocks, and it's actually way better to take this path. The bottom one has you deal with a dude. This, I think, it's either the same guy or another guy that's just like that missile guy. But the upper path gives you 30 batarangs and health. So it's the wiser choice to do out of the 2. Just make sure when you hit the ground you duck. He's coming for me. Get out of here. Get out of here. Also, there's this jump. We're gonna ride this platform down, but we have to hug the wall and get ready to jump because there's another bazooka guy right there waiting to kill us. I jumped too early. We're in trouble. There we go. He will not turn around. Sorry. He will not turn around until he fires at you and he sees you immediately. There's no way around it. If you stay on the platform, you fall to your death. If you drop down, he may stun you. You can't wall jump and then you die. There's just a bunch of crappy stuff there. If you can time your wall jumps up there, you can get some health recharge, but this room is also full of health because every boulder has a bunch of health in it. This is also, I say a mini maze, but it's really not. They all lead to the same spot, more or less. I'm gonna pick the middle path here, because these rocks fall down. There's another ninja. And again, ninja's immune to batarangs, so really glad we have these batarangs. They're very helpful. I guess they're distracting him, that's our best bet. We can take this top path here. I said we can take this top path here. There we go, we missed the health. Ride this elevator up here and get more batarangs that won't work on any of these fucking enemies. Gotta love it. Ugh. What we're actually gonna do instead is drop down here. Oh, hi, ninja. Let's just waste more of these batarangs we just picked up. Just hoping to hang on to some of these. Let's top up our health a little bit more again. And do you remember that hidden tunnel in stage 2? Because guess what? There's another one here, but this one's a lot meaner to find. But this one has the final health up in it, so it really fucking helps to find that tunnel. Another ninja, which we can just ignore, they just kill themselves. Makes our life easier. And we can ride this elevator all the way up to the top. And just hook our way through the rest of the stage. Be very careful here. Every jump is pretty much a jump to your death, except for this one where it's a trick where they want you to not jump, and you'll get there. More batarangs we're definitely not gonna use, and I think I screwed up. Sometimes there's an enemy down here, sometimes there isn't. Normally it's because if you take the path above that health extension, there will not be an enemy here. But we didn't do that, so if we get kunai thrown at us immediately, we're in trouble. And sure enough. 3 kunai thrown at us, dodge the spikes, because the spikes do, I think, 3 damage? 2 damage? Oh, we're in trouble, dude. It's time to fight the Joker. With one of the coolest intros ever. Ta-da! Hey, ja, hey, ya, gonna fight me a Batman. cool intro, but a terrible boss fight, because here comes the Joker's trick, a giant cartoon magnet. Which Batman, because of, I assume, the Bat Belt and all of our Batarangs, is stuck to. The Batarangs will all fly towards the magnet. You cannot throw them at the Joker. You cannot destroy the magnet. It is not there on easy difficulty, but it is there on normal and hard, and it is the thing that makes this fight actually annoying. The Joker has 2 phases. The first phase is pretty easy. There's a loop you can get him in that helps a lot. Here. He'll jump towards you, give him a couple punches. Oh, ooh, but sometimes he changes his plan. Uh-oh. He can be sometimes super aggressive and sometimes super easy. He's chosen a life of aggression. But if you stay far away enough, he actually gives you space. So let's get the magnet over here. Let's get out of here. Let's get rid of the Batarangs. There we go. The Joker can be hurt by the Batarangs, but because of the magnet, it's so hard to hit him with them. It's nearly impossible. It's way easier to just land down here, lure him with a punch, jump over his giant shot, and then just repeat that. You can pin him in the corner and just go to town on him. And honestly, it's the best strategy. I'm just gonna tell you right now, we're not gonna win this fight. We do not have enough health. Because the first form is easy, the second form is disgusting. Because if he gets close to you, he will swipe at you. He has range on Batman, because of the Batarangs being stuck to the magnet. So you have to play the slow game for Form 1. There we go. Oh, shoot, he got me back. This is gonna be a problem. We're only gonna have 4 hit points for this final form. This is gonna suck, but I think he only needs 1 or 2 more punches to get to phase 2. Yep, there we go. Phase 2, he doesn't stay away anymore. He's pure aggression. He has this weird move. I'm still not sure what the heck that thing is supposed to be. It looks like he's drinking it. Someone said it might be his hat. Someone said it might just be him drinking a potion. But now he will jump, he will fly everywhere. You need to lure him as best you can. And just go to town on him, because he will out-damage you. He's very, and this magnet makes things very complicated. I don't think we're gonna win this. We got a lot of good hits on him earlier, but he's got a lot on us too. I think we're getting that game over, unfortunately. There it is. This boss fight sucks. This is entirely where the difficulty of the game is. As a kid, I remember being stuck here for ages. As an adult, it still took me a while. I'm not gonna lie. But at least we get 1 new song because we picked this, because we got to do stage select again. We can start stage 4 all over again. Or if you get a continue, or if you use a continue rather in any of the other stages, you can pick any other stages you want then, or continue in the screen you left off on, which in our case is the boulder room. So thankfully, it doesn't take that long to get back there. We're gonna take the lower path this time because I've shown off the Batarang elevator. It's useless. We also don't need to jump down to get the health extension anymore because we already have it. That's the one nice thing. Continuing does keep the any health extension you picked up. So we can take the top path this time. This is the guy, which if he spawns and throws things at you, there will not be an enemy at the end of the stage, which means we can go to Joker with full health. So let's just... Oh, God! Uh-oh. We just barely grazed those spikes, which cut our line. That could have ended really bad. I'm gonna skip that Batarang pickup, and we should... Yep, we're clear. Full health to Joker. Now, you can skip this dance, this little cutscene, but why would you? He put so much effort into it. He earns it. He earned this. Ta-da! All right. Real fight this time. Let's go. We've got full health. No Batarangs to screw this up. Jump over the first shot. Jump over the second shot. Get hit in the butt. See, it's weird. His cane only does half damage, like half a pip of damage. But the boxing glove does a full amount of damage, so it's 2 hits worth, basically. So you have to be very careful with your dodging because of that. But again, since he actually plays carefully in the first form, you can usually get through phase 1 without having to worry about damage or you taking very little of it. There we go. Stuck him in the corner. Phase 1 is done. Here's where the real challenge begins. When he decides to jump at you with the boxing gloves, that's when you're in trouble. Also, I don't know what that thing is he keeps putting in front of his face. It always looks like he's drinking. But, it has a hurt box. It fucking hurts. And it knocks you away, which is the other issue about it. No, I don't think we're gonna win this one either, because he's slow rolling me. He's keeping me towards this damn magnet. Oh. Okay, come on. I need to get you stuck in the corner, but you're keeping the mid game here. His neutral game is surprisingly good. I guess Joker has been in a couple fighting games, so it makes sense. And he snuck in that damn boxing glove. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna be able to do it. I feel like we're gonna fuck this up. This was the one thing I was afraid of when I was doing this recording. I couldn't consistently get him down. In practice, I probably beat him 40% of the time. His fight if you get him in the corner, it's over. But if he keeps you away from the corner or keeps you in the corner, you're done. It's rough. Let's just jump ahead and let's see how this goes. All right, a bad launch into this area screwed us over, but we might actually have gotten lucky because of this. We got a bunch of free hits on him because we got him trapped in the corner to start with. Unfortunately, because of the magnet, we now can't actually get in there. The one perk we have with this fight is that whenever he swings at us in any way, he can't attack for a while. So if we can catch him doing an attack, we can set up. But if we miss, as we have done with pretty much every chance we just had, we're in trouble. Or we could get him stuck with the magnet and just destroy him. Of course the fight I came in with 4 hit points was the one I won. Ugh. Whatever. That's the game. Sloppy as hell ending, but we did it. The Joker's insane plot has failed. Batman prevails over evil once again. Life for the citizens of Gotham City trademark has returned to normal for now. Although the Joker's crime wave has ended, the Joker had the last laugh due to the state of his psychotic mental condition. He will be committed to the Arkham Asylum trademark. But he has always found a means of an escape. The citizens of Gotham City can only hope this will be the last. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no. No, it is not. But here you go. We got a lovely pose of Batman hanging out with his grappling hook batarang. We beat it. It was sloppy. We had a very sloppy... Honestly, that Joker fight was the cleanest one we had, but the stage was the sloppiest, so... So that's the game. The only challenge is really in the very tippy-toe end of the game. What a bummer. But we got through it. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. It was cool actually revisiting a part of my childhood like this. This is one of those games where I remembered borrowing off my friends all the time, but never actually remembered much other than that. You know what? I'm going to throw in one last thing before we end this. I'm actually going to show you... I beat that on normal just then. Let's set it to hard for a second here. Because I want to show you how ridiculous Stage 2 is, the timing on the machine shop explosions. So everything else is pretty much fine. The main difficulty change is that enemies are faster. But for some reason, they made the obstacles faster too. Here, I'm gonna show you, getting the health extension is gonna be the ridiculous part here. This is what I want to show off. Okay, so let's lure the ninja off. I just want to show you how bad this is. I'm gonna mash the jump button to try to get this. Do not be surprised if I die. You've seen how slow these were earlier. Now watch them. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We made it. Holy crap. All right. I figured I just wanted to show off that that's the main difference, and that's the thing that screws up hard difficulty. Swoosh. Except for the final fight. Again, the magnet's there, and Joker is faster in the final fight, so the crouching trick I showed you for the phase 1 doesn't work. He actually swings mid-jump now. So he's actually way harder in hard mode, as you would expect, but whew, that was the thing. I guess you did get the last laugh after all, Joker. Congratulations. All right, hopefully you enjoy this. We'll see you guys next time. I didn't realize he wouldn't attack me if I just stood still. Huh. Neat.